Well, the rivalry is widely seen as a battle for global dominance. And while Trump is pledging to put America first, China has given hints it's not entirely opposed to taking the lead as well.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
It's not China that's rushing to the front, but rather the front runners have stepped back, leaving the place to China. If China is required to play that leadership role, then China will assume its responsibilities.
Meanwhile, some media outlets are claiming it's already 1-0 to China, at least in terms of economic influence in the region. That's after Trump effectively killed off the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal.
TPP, or the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, was a proposed deal between the US and almost a dozen other states aimed at slashing tariffs and trade barriers. Then Donald Trump decided to pull the US out the deal. So, end of story for the massive free trade project. Well, TPP's not the only horse in the race. There's another global trade agreement brewing called RCEP, or the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. It actually includes all of America's former TPP partners in the Asia-Pacific region, plus 8 more states, and probably most importantly, China, Washington's #1 economic rival, but not America. And with the US now out of the region's trade deal game, well, chances are shaping up quite nicely for Beijing.
Earlier, we discussed the future prospects for US-China relations with Wall Street investment analyst and author Charles Ortel.
Yes, in theory, countries closer to China may decide that it's wiser to forge closer ties with China than it is to depend upon the American umbrella in the Pacific region. But I also think and know many of these business people around the world, they're going to embrace what's going on because Trump is changing, resizing, rewriting the calculation that you make as an investor about where to put your money. It's much smarter to have wealth in this country than it ever was before. In China, we actually have a lot more areas of potential common ground than we do areas of stark underlying disagreement. So I would hope that what Trump is doing here is blustering and getting set to do his masterful negotiating, something that he's very skilled at doing.